Okay, this video is more how not to put a deck on a truck. I thought I did a half reasonable job. It only lasted about a week before it broke free. If you're not really that interested in watching how not to put a deck on, but you just want to see what went wrong, skip forward to about 8 minutes and I'll go over what went wrong.
I'm going to cut this tray off the back, lift this plywood up here, put new plywood down. So I've got most of them off, probably about 10 of them or so won't come off, they're stuck. See these guys here, they just don't want to move. You know, I've given them the WD-40 treatment. The old impact driver is pretty good. So he just... So they just don't want to budge. Simple trick that seems to work. A little bit of heat on them. I've got the headboard off, there he is. It does appear like it was slightly structural. I'm not sure if this is a repair or a strengthening point, but I may have to strengthen up somewhere in here just for this shock absorber. I'll give you a quick tour around. That's the gearbox. See, warranty certification, so obviously he has had a glitch before. So this gives you a good view of the articulating tray. Pivot point down through there. This is a pivot point down in here. It pivots this way, and then the other pivot point over here, which pivots that way. So that means that when you're going off-road and the chassis is twisting and stuff, this tray will stay relatively straight. There's a brake system, horribly complex. There is quite a lot of space that I can utilize. You know, there's a reasonable amount of space through here. And again in here, this is pretty cavernous. Plywood needs to go on here. I found this bit of scrap steel, so I can probably weld that on there like that. The plywood can be bolted on there. Now, before any of you mention my overalls are too small, I know they're too small. When I can afford some, I'll buy some more when I stop buying expensive toys. I'm literally amazed at how easy MIG welding is. It is not far off using a hot glue gun. This is the little, I guess, the ledge the plywood's going to get screwed to. It's stiffened it up quite a lot, just putting that on the back of it. It has of course bowed it. When you weld something it shrinks, so it shrunk the underneath and that's lifted it up. But that's probably good for this situation. Weld it all up in there, and then I can maybe make a start on my bracing. It's just started raining. I figure it's probably not super smart to keep welding in the rain. Yeah, I'll just weld in the strong backs, give it a paint, and that's it done. That should be a structure I can start building on. When to move the truck, and I've noticed I've got this diesel leak now, so perhaps a spark has come down here and burnt through one of these. Found the pipe. Is it this one here? I did cover all this area with a wet cloth and everything, a wet sheet, but obviously I wasn't thorough enough. Found it's just a return line. which is this one here. Unfortunately the hose shop is shut just 5 minutes ago. For whatever reason in New Zealand, trade shops all shut at 12 o'clock on Saturdays, so yeah. Cut the deck out and sort of thrown it on. I biscuited it at 100mm centres and then just glued it with that foaming polyurethane stuff. I undersealed the bottom and I've just not waxed the top, oiled the top. Didn't want to use treated ply. I don't really like sort of working with or living around chromated arsenic. These were the bolts that it came with, these things here. So they're called flathead carriage bolts. Anyway, I found these. They're called truck deck bolts. Truck deck screws. They're quite cool. They just tap their way through. You just drill a 5mm hole, wrench them in. I just wanted something that sat flush. I didn't want a little raised bit on the floor. While I was screwing the deck down, I think I threw about 4 of them off. And a bunch of them went in fine, and then you'd get them going like this far here, and then they'd just bind and snap. So in hindsight, I should have used lubricant on them. So disasters happened with my floor. These bolts, these truck deck bolts, I was really happy to have found. And they started to snap, and the whole floor is just lifting up, both sides, all the way along here. It's going to take me hours to try and extract them. So what I have to do is try and grip onto every one of these and undo them. I've sprayed them with some penetrating oil up top, and they'll come, but they'll probably take me a good, I don't know, 10 minutes each to get undone or so.
Okay, so what I think went wrong, I didn't use any lubricant on the bolts, so the torque on them was higher than it could have been otherwise. It was close to breaking point, so I mean that's obvious because a few of them broke when I was putting them in. I was in a hurry to put the roof on to get the deck out of the weather. It's been quite a wet summer, so what I did was when I fastened down, I just fastened the periphery of the deck down. I didn't fasten the middle down. So what happened is, then it rained, the deck got wet and the wood swelled. The bolt was already under a lot of stress, and then walking on it or any movement like that pushed the bolts out and would have pivoted them, and probably a few cycles like that would have been enough to start them breaking. In hindsight, I should have just bolted the entire neck down, spent another half an hour, and just put another 100 screws in and done the whole lot, so it was all held down flat. Anyway, that's this episode. See you next time when I put the walls up. Put the walls, ceiling,